Let's get set up here. I'm not getting set up at all well here, am I? A story. What does mean like that? Carnival was breaking down. Breaking down? Closing down. Carnival was closing down. The band was playing after the playing. And I have to listen to the CD of that. Ah! I'm not playing romantic songs. Well, that's not really romantic songs, but where's all the plectrums going? And a lot of plectrums in my hands these days because I keep dropping them. This guitar is like the heaviest guitar in the world in any case. Oh, mama. Okay. I want to do another take on Nobody. What's going on here? I don't know. And that made me think, well, maybe I'll dig out some peaked ones. My top lip is seizing up rapidly. What key is it in? No, isn't it? Come on, mouth. Should we try a slower one? Maybe I'll try these, all three of these at a slower pace. 1, 2, 28, 9. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Noon to night, wallowing in self-pity. You never had a friend, and you know you never will. 15 seconds of you, everybody's had their fill. No one cares about you, no one gives a damn. Even in your own life, you're an also-ran. Believe in destiny? Do you believe in God? To blame someone for the fact you're the mat on which everyone has trod. Every second that you live is an interminable existence. If you want to check out LA, you won't meet any resistance. This is kind of the Peterborough Schools mini set. Why is that camera clicking? It's trying to help me keep time, perhaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 1, 6, 7, 13. Someone once described my drum playing as a hyperactive octopus with delirium tremens. I do play drums on a couple of my songs, on the studio versions. What key is trash in? I'm trying to get my jaw to come to life. Not having any success. Hence the reason you got all this talking between the songs. I don't think it's... actually, I'll change it around. So I'll do As Ye Sow, So Shall You Reap. Even the devil shudder. There's venom and there's vitriol in every syllable you utter. I don't know why you wake up, let alone how you sleep, but always know that as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Putrescence and slate, your thirst in innocence tears. Your unholy essence has shadow drenched their years, but I will pull them free from you and say I shall them keep, and know that as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Salome herself for balk and all the twisted things you do. You gloat with arcane eyes as you make my children weep. Always know that as ye sow, so shall ye reap. When blind justice finally comes calling, they can balance up the scales. On that day your bed will be a maid, it'll be your screams for mercy, it'll be no avail. You'll not escape the pit you dug, you've made its walls too steep. It's foretold that as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Every insult that you hurl, you gloat below to see them hit. Your skull and crossbone flag unfurled, your hatred hand blows, they just won't quit. Do you think they will forgive you? Then you won't know defeat. Naive fool, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Where can you escape to? Is your infamy will not follow. When you land upon the stand, your excuses none will swallow. When you start is where you'll end, the circle shall be complete. Hades hound, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. clicky clacky noises coming off the camera. Give me a second here. Oh. No. No. So you had a good day? What have you been doing? Listen to this, huh? We're going to wait for the aircraft to pass in any case. Although I think I'm slightly louder than they are. Trash is in the key of... I might try trash a bit slower. Maybe because it's a very short song. 1, 2, 3. You want some advice? I'll give it to you straight. If you're looking for respect, that ain't right. I'm not... town when the rats jump on the traps. We know you're around. You count your worth on the bedpost notches. The entrance fee is down to 2 sodas and scotches. Rings through your nose and tattoos on show. The words you hear the most are, I gotta go. The only thing that you get sent is when you're on the knees paying the rent. You look in the mirror and what does it say? Your 30 years on from your best day. You're a cut price deal and a closing down sale. The echo chamber tells its own tale. The only compliment that you get sent is when you're on your knees paying the rent. This is how I was back in about 1982, you know? Must excuse me, I can feel my hair just rising up at the back and it's driving me skitty-scatty. There's a joke in my one of my books, my Jesus diary. It's not teenage Jesus. Well, he's about 9 at the time. The one that I had to deal with down here, got to the gate. Mother slicked down my stick. Actually, it's too rude, I'm not going to tell you. What song to do now? I only have 3 set up. Let's do Urban Paranoia. Let's go through my cue cards. Where the Hard Wind Blows. There's a fence along the highway to keep the poets in. The prophet, working overtime, says now is the time to begin. The burial of an unknown man who might have been someone's twin. And the movie queen says, I have been where lovers cannot go. The night is black and no one comes back from where the hard wind blows. When the road on which you travel turns into a slot machine, you know you must change your transport and keep your conscience clean. The ferryman may say if to you, but he doesn't really know what it means. And all he can do is poison you and put you in a show. The tower is high and time still goes by where the hard wind blows. Other roosters sit in conference while the ministers go forth and steal. And the octopus tells tales of old while working the spinning wheel. And the diplomats and the bankers lie up to decide which fake news can be classed real. And heartbreaks fall as our calls, but no one wants to know. You won't get hurt if you stay alert where the hard wind blows. When the road on which coming down leads to where you were, they give you life or death as a choice and say, which do you prefer? And your sister's waiting behind the bedroom door and they got plans for her. The storm starts to break and the walls start to shake. There's things going on down below that you don't want to see if you know what I mean. Well, the hard wind blows. There's a ship out on an ocean that won't come back again. The captain is a hunchback and the helmsman dressed in chains. There's an albatross following them around saying maybe next time abstain. Those times start to fall, you know who you are, but that's a stranger to yourself. They're burning the books, come take a look, the hard wind blows for someone else. Poison. What key was poison in? Was it E? Poison, bushes, I've got to draw the curtains. There's two now, so there's a squirrel and two doves out on the garden. And they're like following each other around for the food. There's seeds over there, there's biscuits there, there's nuts there. But they're just like trooping around. You know how doves go, like quite close proximity to each other. Different realities. I've just done one in A minor. Maybe I could slow it down. I'm going to create the drawback. What a way to have to perform, huh? For a 62-year-old motor neurologist, I don't think I'm doing too bad here. Who are quick to despise the broken without the strength to rise for the dysfunctional clay foundation jungle of society. Grief runs from a widow's stare to blind man judges who pretend to care. The justice gets seen to be fair to the nameless masses who are unaware. The law only works for those with power, wealth and notoriety. And silence plays a major part, pulling lovers far apart and handing bigotry a clear head start in spreading anger in unloved hearts. And misogyny and self-loathing punctuate every sentence. The rules are written down in dust, in misspelled words, to spread mistrust, enforced by people so unjust, corrupted by sin and wild-eyed lust, who bask in pleasure and spit in the face of repentance. You're fooled into false security, told that all men are born free, while the wiretaps and closed-circuit TV make a lie of democracy, and the color of your skin mirrors the fairness in life that you'll receive. Jesus died for you, they say, then they turn and look the other way, when the minds of the scum who love to prey on the weak decide it's time to play. So the story of the Good Samaritan, it's getting harder for me to believe. There's bad news everywhere that you look, pornography in every book, and the churches are full of blue-eyed crooks who long ago forsook the ways of God for the short-term pleasures of the flesh. There's drugs being bought world left. That's not one I play electric very often. Acoustically, that was the speed I played at. What have I got? Plectrums. Keep shattering my plectrums. Nurse, I've shattered me plectrums. Oh, you can get some ointment for that. We now got a huge wood pigeon and wandering around. They're like oil tankers, like, you know, just massive and blown along. What song now? How are we doing for time left? These files only record for 33 minutes. Oh, I've got 26 minutes left. What should we do? I did Urban Paranoia last night. Came out pretty well. I don't want to do it again. Maybe a slower version of it. You want the truth the most? Now you can have the intro to it. Billy rapped on that. Your instructions. You let your lovers taste the cake, then plotted their destruction. While in the town that you call home, your parents own a hovel, and you drive by in your limousine, and you smile to see them grovel. And baby says she got a break from some guy who'll take her photo, but he doesn't have a studio. He says, why don't you meet me at a motel? She needs to be a star so bad. She tells you it's her destiny. So she does some favors for the boys and says maybe they'll invest in me. And all the guys smell all the same. So she learns to turn her nose off, and all their promises smell the same. Soon as she takes her clothes off, the airport shuts because the runway froze. Or so the TV said. Oh, and Johnny No One just jumped off the roof with a Bible on his head. His mama swears that she's in shock and her pappy's so distressed. Then they're on the Late Late Show and the checks are signed the press. They never would have amounted to much. Nobody would have heard their story. So they take the fame while it's there. Poor Johnny lost the glory. And the preacher had a dream last night where an angel gave salvation while the sergeant caught a glimpse of hell and fire bombed the station. They meet together at the docks and swap the consequences. 30 years they've kept the faith, now damn all the pretenses. And the candidate comes calling while his young wife's at the surgeons. You gotta look good on prime time when you shout, let's bomb some turbans. His skeletons are all PR trained. Before they leave the closet, he'll sleep with that new intern tonight. And tomorrow, say, who was it? Girls with eating problems. Night Connection wife. The Salvation Army hostage burning. The fiends cackle with glee. This is what goes on in the shadow corners of every city. And the police, they got somewhere else to be, while their friends are down on their knees saying, will this get me out of jail? Oh, Sergeant, please. There's clouds above the hunting grounds. There's thunder in the lowlands. Storm warnings on the radio. And power in the wrong hands. Every other noise you hear is a beatbox or a siren. The commandment says, thou shalt not kill. And you say, tell me why then? When did you last call up home? I wonder where your friends are, or did something good for anyone without asking what the ends are. The world outside is getting dim.